All right, so I just wanted to get on camera and share this with you because I spent way too much time trying to figure out how to do this. I think I wasted so much hot water just to figure out how to clean this out. So if you're LG, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for Samsung, but if your top loading laundry machine or washer is spewing out this dark or brown substance after wash, or when you're doing a tub clean or a clean cycle, you see these dark things come out. Those are called scruds, based on a page on LG.com. And what it is it's a buildup of bunch of stuff that you put in your washer. So maybe you use one of those fabric softener. Maybe you're using too much of the pods. Anyhow, it's a buildup of a bunch of shit. And so it's going to happen to all of the top loaders, I think, based on what I've read so far. Now, I moved into this property just recently, so I was just cleaning out the appliance. So I used Affresh. I used Affresh because I saw some brown specks and dark specks in the washer, and so I wanted to clean the washer, so I used Affresh. And I think what that did was it loosened up a lot of the built up, I guess, scruds, or built up scums, or however you want to call it. And it just spew out a whole bunch, and I thought that was the end of it, right? But no. I did another clean cycle with just hot water, and it just kept coming out. And I thought maybe if I just keep on cleaning it out, it will eventually clean out. That did not happen. I'm like almost 4 days into this, 4 days of nonstop cleaning it out. Because I read somewhere that some folks did 30 cycles and it washed out. Everybody's situation is different, but I think that's the wrong approach, right? What I did was the wrong approach. I even took out the drum. So let me just show you here. I took all of this out, right? So I've taken the pulsator out right now, but I took the, or I guess some people call it the agitator. I don't know the exact term, but I popped it out and popped out the whole thing. And then afterwards, you're supposed to take the lid off by unscrewing back over here. It slides out, and then you pop it up. And then there are screws here for older models that you can unscrew and pop out the top plastic. I think some other models have a little thing you can unclip. But anyhow, you take this plastic top off, or this plastic part here, right here. I don't know if you can see it. And then this comes off with the drum all together, right? So you take it out. There was a ton of buildup, so I washed everything. The buildup you see here, those are citric acid. I was just trying to do final cleaning there until I realized that's also not going to work. But yeah, anyhow, I took everything out and I cleaned everything, right? The reason why it's not going to work is because, let me show you, it's because of this agitator here, or pulsator. I don't exactly know what it's called. But essentially, this is what I popped out. You can see all of the debris or the scruds in there, right? And you can see that some parts inside, it's black, right? And there's no way to pop this out. I tried multiple times. There's no way to separate it. So it's like glued together or something. And so you'll see that the new design, it's actually like, there are big holes here instead of these smaller holes. So I think they realized there's a flaw in their design, and they updated the design. But if you have this model, you have to change out the pulsator or the agitator completely. It'll cost you about $150, $160. And a new washer is about $600. So you're spending what, 27% of what a new washer is going to cost you. So yeah, you can see that these black parts, you know. So yeah, it won't matter how many times you run it because of that right there. And this is the plastic part I was telling you about that sits on top. That sits on top of the pulsator. So yeah, I don't know if this is what you get for 600 bucks, but if you are trying to clean this out, and if you're trying to bring the technician out, just don't. And well, I think cleaning it out is fine. Just remember that you really have to take apart everything. I forgot to mention that the drum, there's out. This is the inner part, and there's the outer part, right? But also that inner drum and the outer drum, the metallic parts, are connected with this plastic thing here. And I don't know how to take it off. I mean, I took a picture when I took it out, and I see that there are bolts. So maybe if you unscrew that, you can take it apart. But I imagine there are scruds stuck in there too that needs to be cleaned out. I don't know how much, but yeah, it's a struggle, and it's definitely not your water supply. If your technician tells you your water's probably dirty, that's not the case. So I'm just going to tell you before I go the cleaning process I did. So I ran 1 cycle of the Affresh, and then I used baking soda and distilled vinegar, white vinegar. So this was about 5 cycles of that. And then I emptied out this whole thing. So 5 more cycles with the Affresh. Didn't fix it. So I did a bunch of citric acid because I thought, hey, maybe it's that metallic part. And from my experience, citric acids work really well cleaning those off. So I did a couple of cycles with that. Didn't work. And now I was just doing bleach cycles. I think I did maybe 4 cycles of that. And that didn't work. So that's after, taking out the drum and cleaning everything, just manually wiping it, power washing it. So my recommendation is to scrub it down with some dish detergent after taking it all out. And then if your agitator or Pulsator looks old, just order a new part with the updated design. That's going to run you about 27% of the cost of the washer. So very agitating. But yeah, I feel like my experience with a lot of the Korean products are always like this. And I know if you live in Korea, they send out a technician that knows about all of this, and they typically bring the parts with them, and it's like included in the warranty and stuff. But that system is not in place here in the US. And if it is, maybe it is in LA where most of the Korean population is, but not here. And it sucks. It sucks.